Hey everybody, we have returned. My next guest tonight is best known for her years on Law and Order. Now she's starring on the brand new show Crossing Jordan, which airs every Monday night on NBC. Please welcome Jill Hennessy. Very attractive tonight.
Thank you
and
so
every
much.
night. Thank you, yeah.
God, you always make me feel so good when I come out here, man.
Well, you don't look bad. That has never worked on a woman yet. I don't know why.
I feel somewhat stimulated, though.
Yeah. Trust me, it's not me. Now, you know what's funny? I just found this out today. You've been on the show many times. We've talked about, I thought, just about everything. I found out today that you're a twin.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I can't believe I didn't tell you that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a twin sister.
A twin sister named Jack. Jack and Jill.
Jack and Jill.
Who laughed? Who laughed?
No, no one would laugh at that. Now, let's talk about that for a second.
Oh,
Jack and Jill, you're twins. Have you gone and talked to your parents and said?
Yes. No, I'm glad that you actually bring that up because this has been like a real sore spot with us for our entire lives. I mean,
Right.
It's sort of rendered us into the kind of crazy person you see before you right now. But we confronted our parents. We asked them, you know, why Jack and Jill? Because didn't you know that kids would make fun of us and say Jack and Jill are up the hill? And they claim that they had no idea that would ever happen. What are you talking? Yeah,
They're lying to you.
I know. But
Your name's Pingo and your name's Pongo. You didn't know anyone would make fun. Well, look at me. I have investigated because Conan, you know, and I went to my parents and was like, Conan, and they say, like, no, we thought it was an old, you know, Gaelic priest. We didn't know that it was a comic book character with an exaggerated male torso, which would be comedically different from my torso. So that my whole life would be, hey, Conan, It was terrible. But so they claim also that they didn't have any idea.
They profess complete ignorance. Yeah.
Right. Well, maybe you introduce yourself. I'm Jill, this is Jack, and you don't put it together right away. It's when you hear the Jack and Jill.
That'll help?
It will help. Many people are very slow.
Okay. Okay.
Do you have, speaking of family, do you have Thanksgiving plans?
Yeah. Actually, my sister's coming down tomorrow, and I'm spending it with my husband's family. So it's about 35 people, all Italian. We're doing sort of an American traditional with a sort of over-flavoring of Italian.
So what are the Italian elements in Thanksgiving then?
Well, this one, we start off with homemade prosciutto that his Uncle Vincent makes. It's killer. This guy makes his own prosciutto in his garage. And it's like, I swear, honestly.
Makes it in the garage.
He does, yeah. You just hope he doesn't leave the ignition on too long, you know? It's like, Vincent, turn it off, turn it off. But it's delicious. And then and he makes his own sausage, and they've got the cheese, and his mother's just the best cook.
And is there a turkey in there anywhere, or do they just forget that?
Oh,
like,
no,
more sausage! Abbondanza! Where's the turkey?
Abbondanza, benedetto. Yeah. No, it's just... That was good.
All I knew was Abbondanza. I saw it in a commercial once. And then you totally lost me.
Dude, but I just love when you say that to an Italian woman and she will love you. But anyway.
But I'll do this
so
first.
We're talking about... Yeah.
And totally, they'll be like, call the cops.
Yeah. But there are turkeys. In fact, she makes two.
Do they do anything Italian to the turkey? Do they Italian it up somehow, or no?
The stuffing is really decadent. It's like this really dense, moist sort of, you know, combination of like sausage and celery, and I think she uses the giblets too.
No one eats the giblets.
And dude, neither do I. But the way she does it, she cleverly disguises it in the whole melange, and it's
she's hiding giblets in there that nobody really wants.
But it's so good.
Do you say
though.
giblets or giblets?
I don't know. I'm assuming it's giblets.
I always thought giblets. I've never heard. Yeah, giblets.
Is it giblets?
Oh, who knows? Now we're gonna have this is a weird show.
Sorry.
That'll be a great NBC. Tonight on Conan, they find out giblets or giblets. America, we don't care. Jay Leno at the end of the show, check out Conan tonight. They're gonna find out the giblets or giblets. Like, no one will care. Hey, congratulations are in order. Because you have, it's a big thing to get a billboard in Times Square. Oh. You have one of the biggest billboards I've ever seen in Times Square right now. It's like, you know, this big, giant Jill Hennessy, right? It's great.
Thank you, man. It's a little freaky, you know. I just saw it recently, and I was told about it by a friend of mine named Leah Delaria, who's actually a great comedian and stuff. And she called me on my cell, and she said, Hennessy, wow, you really made it, you know? There's this huge billboard of you. It makes me just want to crawl up your nostril. And I'm like, wow, girl, that's the most, you know, that's the most complimentary thing I've heard.
My dream someday would be to get a billboard with like a mechanical element to it. You know, one of those ones it's like, hiya, you know, or something like that, or smoke's coming out, some kind of gimmick to it. I don't know when this was ever going to happen in my career. It's probably not. But, you know, I just thought, like, that would be such a cool thing to have a giant billboard. Do you hang out by the billboard and go, like... Do you do that at all?
I don't think that would get me very far, man. Times Square. Yeah, I wouldn't want the attention that would sort of bring.
When a girl's hanging out too long in Times Square, questions arise.
That's me, yeah. I think the ratings would drop for Crossing Jordan immediately.
Before we go, Crossing Jordan, you play a medical examiner on this show, and I'm just curious, I've always been a big TV head. Did you ever watch the original medical examiner show, Quincy, when it was on, with Jack Klugman?
I actually did not. And I love Jack Klugman.
Yeah.
I do. I just have never seen the show.
It was great. It was, and I remember my most vivid memory of Quincy once was a racehorse had been drugged so that it would lose the race by like the mafia, and so the racehorse dies at the finish line. Yeah. And I swear to God, I saw this on TV. They cut to the racehorse with its like hoofs in the air in the medical examiner room, and Jack Klugman has to look up, and he was always so serious and everything. And he's like looking at the racehorse, and he looks up and he goes, "This horse was murdered." Like, I don't know, that's stuck in my head. You got to get them to write that into your show sometime.
That's what I'm thinking now.
This horse was murdered. Crossing Jordan's a big hit. It airs Monday nights at 10 on NBC. I'm really happy for you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, good for you. Thanks for being here. Jill Hennessy, everybody. Really nice job, as always. We're going to take a break. When we come back, Zach Galifianakis, very funny guy.